Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons systems online. All systems normal.
I don't really have a pre-session talk for this week. I am working on some more stuff behind the scenes, although it may seem like I stream too much. I am actually doing actual work. I promise you.
I believe you.
I don't know if that town that oh god. We haven't even started my yeah, I don't know if that tone in your voice persuades me or not. But
it should.
That being said, last we left off, you all had met with Banshee, out, or as you now know his name, Aldebrecht and Jeresian, who said that they had a plan for a bank heist, and once the information was done, they would tell you. Banshee then left, and you are all now at the bar. It looks like Caudinius is kind of in a haze of weed for now. As breakfast comes to a slow end, your appetite's getting fuller. Coffee is now getting a bit cold. What would you all like to do?
You know, I didn't really plan this far ahead.
So you didn't plan at all? I'm going to... Getting a lot of material out of this one, man. This is gonna be a epic action.
So a group was made, a hole was dug, I'll say, and we all filled in, and then we were like, there's a plan, and then I was like, we have a plan, and then nobody said anything all week.
I was waiting for you guys to say something.
Listen, I've been off on my own little world. I'll send you a postcard.
We're all fired.
Yeah. Listen, we're making some budget cutbacks this session. I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to let all of you go. Since this was a contractual job and not an actual employment, you don't get any severance. I'm sorry.
Hey, I signed a contract that said I did.
Ooh. You might want to double read that. You know.
For any early suspension or termination.
I blame Monty and Chowden for not talking about the plan because
they literally didn't say a thing in the chat, so
yeah, at least we said something.
You know what? That's fair.
I mean, to be fair, you guys also didn't have a layout for the bank yet. So, yeah. I will make a chat and leave it afterwards so you guys can have a chat in your life. So you don't feel alone anymore.
I don't know. I'm gonna go back to go over to the couch and just relax, I guess.
The couch in the back or the booth nearby you?
Well, the one in the back.
How long are you gonna relax? What are you doing?
I don't know. Just playing on the phone.
You're gonna play CSR 50?
Yeah, CSR 50. You know, hover car racing edition.
Gonna play old school Doom on his phone. Always gotta have a classic.
Some real boomer shit.
Adam has found a box labeled Hard Deck Secret Stash and is currently rummaging through what looks to be old sticky nudie mags.
Yeah, you see some old nudie mags of like different exotic races. You know, there's like the hottest 100 alien babes. You won't believe this edition. There's a few other
Every so
like, you
often
know,
he'll open a magazine to its like pinup page and like make a shocked face, and then you'll hear a camera shutter click a few times, and then he puts it back.
I love the idea of a faceless robot just trying to make a shocked expression.
You just see like his body go startled stiff.
Yeah.
You know? Like, "Ugh."
A little tiny mechanical like exclamation point pops out of his head.
Yeah, off the top of the hologram emitter he just installed. Boo-doo. Hi, Columba. You also see like Sports Illustrated 3249 swimsuit edition.
Oh god.
It's all just chrome people. There's a few elves in there. There's also a dwarf as the pinup. It's really weird because it's the smallest pinup you have ever seen.
There's also a Miss Neo Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
Edition.
That one's just cybernetic ads. Like you thought you were gonna see some booze, but it was just like buy the new Servo Arm 3000. Pleasure for him and her.
He's just Adam looks up and he's like, it seems like that lady has every intent or attachment on market. Strange strategy.
Yeah, it's just like the one lady on the front cover, and then like behind that page it will be like, here's the implants she had, and the next page will have her like with military implants. One of the pages that's like kind of sticky has like laser rifle implants and like just a bunch of military hardware.
Oh no.
Oh man, that plasma rifle is so hot. Oh, this is gonna be the joke episode, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
And then next episode is going to be
need to get out.
Next episode is going to be the recall episode where like everyone gets their memories flooded back to them.
He's hard deck. We're gonna have to make him a Tinder profile. He needs to get out.
He's a married man, I'll have you know.
It's not.
We need to get into some side chicks.
Both a Tinder profile.
Oh, hey, we didn't match. That's kind of weird. But yes, you do see under the counter there is a box. It has some magazines. Some of them are a little bit more flesh delvy, but others are like, you know, the latest firearms of this generation. There's also a stash of like some pill bottles in there. There's a baggie with some green in there as well. There's also
a military magazine could be so sexy.
Oh, the latest firearms. Oh, gets me right off. Harlow, what are you doing? Are you still just
vehicle?
It's basically the next morning, right?
No, it's still the same day that you guys had the meet. It's just like literally the meet ended. Banshee took off to go to the office, as he said, and you guys are there. Ike is now in the back. Adam is rummaging through a box, and Hard Deck is like actually eating at the counter, like starting to waffle, like just. I was gonna say waffle down, but I don't know if that's the right word. Oh no, the coffee stopped working for like 3 hours. It worked, and then it just stopped. Oh boy. He's just like stuffing his face full of food. That didn't sound good either, but you know, whatever.
Harlow's had his fill. I mean, there's not really anything to do right now.
As far as you know, the plan, Hard Deck should have the plans by tonight or tomorrow morning.
I suppose I'll wait it out until we have the plans in hand.
Are you also just going to slum it at the bar, or are you going to go back home?
I'll slum it at the bar.
Okay. Now, for real, Adam. Now that the cooking has stopped, like the burners are, Hard Deck has turned the burners off. There's still a giant plate of like waffles or pancakes, and like a plate of like a platter. We're talking like buffet platter full of waffles, another plate full of eggs, and like one that has 2 omelets on there.
Okay.
As Hard Deck begins eating, just stuffing his face. Yeah, I think that meeting. This is actually pretty good. Thanks, Adam. I think that meeting went pretty well. It's pretty good.
There was no violence, and everyone enjoyed their flapjacks. I deem it a success.
Rather surprising for my brother to not have any aggression. Kind of liked it. Haven't seen that since I was a child.
I'll have to cook for all of our meetings.
Honestly, I was expecting him to snap at least during some of that.
I was waiting for the snap.
I mean, I don't want to harp on my brother. He's a dick sometimes. I will 100% say that. But I mean, he did lose his old squad. They kind of, I don't want to say abandoned him, but you know, they don't see eye to eye anymore. It makes sense that he's a bit on edge lately. I think him working for the Queen, if it works for him and he's happy, fine.
The Queen.
Yeah, man, the Queen coming. You're gonna be making the way now.
I guess, like, we wait until we get the information, right?
I mean, I have to go. Ike's been asking about the penthouse, so I have to go clean that up. Get it proper ready for you all. Don't worry, I won't ask for extra rent. I'll just take it out of your paycheck.
Funny joke. That's a funny joke, Hard Deck.
I mean, it's, to be frank, the last people kind of trashed it. The last residents trashed it and abandoned the bill. I won't have you pick up on that, but I won't charge you
Could
anything
you be
extra
Bill
for it.
instead?
What?
Instead of being Frank, could you be Bill?
You see him like reach on the counter and just pull out like a jar of peanut butter, open it up and start putting it on the pancakes. Thought we were having a good time, but dad jokes. Funny. Haha.
I apologize when I access my cooking subroutines. My some long dormant programming comes out.
I've never seen you tell a joke, I'll be honest.
It's kind of the only drawback of being the cook.
Fair. Okay. I mean, I can remove those subroutines if you want.
Well, while they ail people, they're still a part of me.
True. Don't want to remove the personality too much. Oh.
You'll just have to get used to it.
Other than that, you guys can stay here for the day. There is some ham and bread in the bread's in the pantry above the stove. Ham's in the fridge with some other ingredients if you want to make sandwiches at some point. Or if you want, I wouldn't mind the help cleaning up the penthouse.
I'll go help. Sure, why not?
I just
What
got done
use do I
cleaning
have?
out of my apartment, but sure.
What use do I have resting? I'm a robot.
I mean, fair. Oh, that one came out perfect. Wait, how?
I
Weird.
suppose if you're going to let me stay there, I guess I can come help.
You don't have to necessarily, but it would be nice. Oh,
He does have to if he doesn't want to feel guilty about it.
Yes. See, the robot knows.
Arlo, you gonna stay behind then? Oh, did I?
Harlow?
You see that there's a knife in Harlow's back as he slumps over the counter.
Oh, dang! He got stabbed.
Oh no,
again.
he's literally been backstabbed. Oh no.
Oh no.
Who would have ever done
Harlow
that?
wakes up with the knife in his back. Just
Oh
no.
no. Whatever will I do?
I've been stabbed.
What a shame.
Oh,
Harlow, are
look,
you coming
I've
with, or
been
do you want to stay
impaled.
behind?
I'll come with.
Perfect.
Even though he doesn't have any idea what's going on.
I've some idea.
What idea do you have, Harlow? I would love to hear.
Stuff and things.
Doing stuff and things.
Stuff and
Well, it was
something.
it was more than one idea, so
going places, doing things.
yeah, so
Going to the penthouse, bud, to help
we're
him clean.
We're cleaning the penthouse. Yeah, that's why I said earlier. I was like, sure, I'll help, even though I just got done cleaning a lot of blood out of my own apartment.
Why did you have blood in your apartment?
I'm pretty sure that Aldebrecht guy went and killed Tim.
Who the
well, he
fuck
said
is
something
Tim?
about
You remember that
I don't
guy
remember
from the
Tim.
parking garage?
Oh, the guy we spared. Shit.
Yeah, I was letting him
Oh
crash
my
apartment.
god.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Aldebrecht killed that guy
I mean,
in my apartment.
I'm pretty sure he said I think he said one of the pickup squads or something. I don't remember. I was busy
He
cooking.
had something to do with it.
Ripperoni to that guy then.
He definitely had something to do with it.
They didn't even
You
clean
see-
up the blood.
Well, I mean, if you want to leave a message, you don't clean up afterwards.
I don't receive messages like that. I just get very angry and pull triggers. So, message not received.
I see. Adam, you would see as I was gonna say Harlow again, as Hard Deck grabs one of the keys. You've never seen him grab this key before. One of the keys from the from like the top rung near the cookingware, near the near the oven. And all right, follow me then.
Spatula.
As he leads you all out the back to Adam, even though you've worked for him for a while, you wouldn't have even seen him ever use this garage. As he leads you all to a garage, and when he like presses one of the buttons on the key fob, the entire like not only the garage door, like it lifts up and rolls back, the roof does as well, as you would all see an aerial like a more or less a hover car, an aerial vehicle. They call them AVs. With where the wheels would normally be on a car, this instead looks like like you don't see any visible windows on it. And as he presses another button, like the side of the vehicle opens up, and like opens up like a Lamborghini door. And he's like, please climb in and I'll set our destination, I guess.
Fancy. Is this thing load bearing enough for me?
It'll be fine, don't worry. I mean,
All right.
she has been in for a tune-up for a while, but she was listed when I bought her new to be able to carry combat bots, so you should be fine.
Okay, if we drop out of the sky, it's not my fault. And he climbs in.
As
Wait,
you step
what?
in, as Adam steps in, he just steps through the vehicle. Ah, you put a hole in my car.
Thud.
Oopsie. Yeah, as like you would see the landing struts for this thing as Adam steps in, like they would weigh down a little bit. But otherwise, like it springs back up after they get adjusted to the weight.
Yeah.
And Harlow and Ike, since you're not in the vehicle yet, you would see like another small compartment open up, and Hard Deck would begin typing in something on like a small keyboard before he closes it and steps in as well. Well, come on. We don't have all day. Well, I guess we do, but don't tell anyone
Not
that.
really.
Oh, so we're not supposed to tell people that we're allowed to be slackers?
I prefer to keep a professional appearance to the outside world
Uh-huh.
for the most part.
All right, and I go.
Harlow, are you still standing
Yeah.
outside of it? Just
No, I'm getting in. We're going. We's going.
it's not painted red, so you know it doesn't go that fast.
I am incredibly disappointed, and I inform Hard Deck that it would go faster if he painted it red.
Yeah. Well, red paint costs extra, so I'm sorry. Found it out about a laptop the other day. Yeah, as you all enter, like Hard Deck presses a button on his chair and the side door closes. You would all feel, everyone in the compartment would feel as like you would first hear like what sounds like jet turbines like spinning up before you would feel the like the vehicle take off and start flying in the air. As it does, automatically dispense from like the back wall of the seating compartment, automatically like this internal container. It's hard to say. It almost looks like a cabinet, like spills out with like a bottle of champagne and 4 glasses. And I forgot. This was supposed to be for high class clients. I never got that far. Sorry. As the AV begins taking off the air, it takes about maybe 20 minutes before you guys are finally before you guys finally like hear the turbines slowing down as you feel like land like the landing, you hear the mechanical whir as the landing struts pop out into place. If you've ever ridden on a plane, then you know what it sounds like when like the wheels pop out. It's that kind of sound. And then you would feel like the as the vehicle lands and the door opens up and you would see yourself at this place. And let me switch to that. There we go.
Nice place.
Let me see here. You can go ahead and move your tokens. Oh wait, that's strange.
Your Penthouse, nice.
Yeah, I don't get the fancy residents here. The last residents I had were kind of slummy, let's say, but they were willing to pay the rent, and they did for a few months. So that counted for something. Ike Talon, tell me if you can move. What the heck? Why are you not working? Ike Talon, see if you can move yourself, your token.
I cannot.
What the heck? Oh. That might be why.
You didn't have the characters tab moved over.
See if you can move. See if you can control it now, Ike. Still can't?
I can now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, from the outside, this place looks clean. You would all see to the right in this glass area, like a meeting, like a conference room almost. In there, you would see like boxes of like pizza boxes, other takeout boxes and stuff in there. Garbage bags in the corner of the room that just like don't look like they've been moved for a while. And he's like, I've been meaning to clean this place up, and I just haven't gotten to it. You know, jobs and everything, and trying to find a crew. Kind of more time pressing than cleaning up the penthouse.
Understandably.
Well, let's get inside. As he, oh wait, there we go. As he like opens the doors, and the doorway, like he comes near, and the like you see like everyone would see like a scanner scan him over and then open up, and then immediately, like I said with the room earlier, like you just see it's not like littered everywhere, but you would see that this place is kind of trashed. And he's like, we just need to clean up the boxes and the trash cans, and then Selena and I will come by later and deep clean before getting you guys in here. Unless you guys want to deep clean.
Let's get it at least presentable.
I'm perfectly equipped for a deep clean.
You can get it presentable, and Adam can do the deep cleaning.
Trash services should be by, I think we've got about 5 hours for trash services to drop by. So if we can get all the stuff moved out to where the AV is parked, they'll come and collect it. And then the rest of it, we can just start scrubbing and stuff afterwards.
Fair enough.
Who wants where? Or do you just all want to work on a single room together?
I'll take the main room.
I'll take the eating room.
Adam's gonna go to his old default, like, system parameters, you know, where it's like, you don't pick a room, you pick a surface level. You start at high surfaces and you just clean down. So he's got a mop and
initiates
bucket and he's starting to polish clean.
Adam initiates cleaning mode, and like 2 flamethrowers like spout out from his arms, ready to purge the disease.
Oh no! This isn't the Imperium.
Adam just turns into a tech marine.
Oh god. I'm a highly sophisticated servitor. I'm a Skitari.
Yeah. All right. I might have goofed here. Give me a second. I need to go to character sheet. What do you guys think a good cleaning skill would be?
I don't know if that's something we
what?
necessarily have to roll for.
What would be a good skill for cleaning, in your opinion?
I don't know. I don't know if that's something we'd necessarily have to roll for.
Goodness. I would say
Performance?
Performance.
performance, investigation, and sleight of hand. Take your pick. No. Instead of performance, athletics, or investigation, depending on what you're doing.
As everyone else begins to clean, you can hear Ike in the background starting to sing opera music. He sounds like a bad Italian trying to perform. Oh, but he, oh, but whoa. What the fuck is he saying? I don't fucking know.
Well, okay, so think about it this way though. Performance is like how well you just like how well you complete the task in general. Investigation is how scrutinous you are among that task.
Of finding dirt and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then athletics is just how resilient you are and how winded you are after the task.
Does anyone else have input on what role or roles they think should go?
That being said, why exactly we gotta roll to clean? Is it are we doing
Because
like is this
as-
a training montage?
It's more so to see how long it will take you to clean each room. That being said,
I would go with athletics then.
I will allow you all to choose from whatever you're more proficient in of athletics. I was going to say survival, just because that usually has to do with finding stuff in the wild. It would make sense in the house as well.
How well
can you wade through the trash?
Exactly.
There are mountains before you. How do you move them?
Do you throw up at the mold?
Oh God! Oh God!
Is this supposed to be a sandwich? I will allow either athletics, investigation, performance, or survival checks. Everyone, please roll.
Okay.
I am realizing that hard deck is only good in one of those. And even then,
Yikes! Oh man, I rolled.
Oh
2.
no!
7 in total.
So with my roll, I can confidently say Adam is basically vacuuming, dusting, and mopping every surface of the house.
Adam feels like he is back at like home, like his routine.
My
like
original directive.
This just feels, I don't want to say natural, but yeah.
Nostalgic as hell.
Yeah.
He is a happy boy. Before I could think. Back when I was told to clean a spill and I obeyed to the T. Those days. Sorry.
The good old days.
Ike, you're finding that you can smell this room before you finally enter it. It smells like really old food. Like, you don't know how long this mess has been here, but it's been a while. It is hard for you to stomach down, but through pure determination, you begin just scooping swaths of junk off the table into these garbage bags and tying them up and putting them near the door. You figure it will take you probably about 30 minutes to clean up this room completely, at least to get all the trash removed. Harlow.
Yes.
What in the
Sorry.
The whole floor, the hardwood floor, is just covered in chemicals.
Harlow, this place is a pigsty. You don't understand how people could, quote unquote, live in this condition. there is garbage from like head to toe everywhere in this room.
Oh,
You're like
God.
swimming in it.
It is getting like, just looking at the task ahead of you is daunting enough to make you like, as you begin cleaning it up, like you are finding more and more, but you're also realizing that every time you look behind you, it seems like wherever you just picked up garbage, there is more there. Like somehow, like if you bump into the couch, oh, it looks like another like pile of garbage that just spilled where you were.
Dick, we're gonna need more garbage bags.
Luckily, you see them on the counter over here.
More garbage bags.
Everyone!
Yeah, I'll start cleaning.
Adam, you are finding that even Hard Deck is struggling to. Even Hard Deck is like struggling to find where to start, and you just begin like turning into a. I forgot the name of them, a Roomba, and just start like sweep, dust. You know, like you're going about everywhere. After about 20 minutes, Ike, you finish up cleaning all of the garbage in there. As you begin dragging it out, you would see that the front entrance area and the stairs that lead upstairs are finally son of a gun. Brain. Why we know work. The front area where Adam and Hard Deck were working at is finally looking presentable. As you finish with your room, Hard Deck like just stares like he's seen some shit. As he begins deep sigh and begins moving up the stairs.
Yeah, no kid, you wouldn't believe the mess in there. I thought you just said it was a kind of mess, not frickin' tornado came through here.
Yeah, Ike, as you're finished with that room, where do you want to move next? You haven't done a deep clean, I should say. You've removed the garbage and the detritus from the room. It's still it still smells in here. You can still see like stains on the floor and the on the table that you were in, but
Yeah,
you've cleaned it at surface level.
Hello.
Okay. Adam,
Adam's doing the deep clean, so I got the surface level.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Adam, why are you swimming laps in the Olympic-sized pool? What the fuck are you doing?
Anyone who looks outside sees that Adam's gone so hardcore into his programming that he just cleaned the pool.
Yeah, you guys might not have seen it earlier. Like, Harlow, you might have seen it for a second. Ike, you might have barely seen the edge of the pool. It was like, not mildew, but what is it? Algae? Algae?
Algae?
Yeah, it was algae covered. It's now a pristine crystal clear. Crystal. Oh my goodness.
I am so impressed.
Crystal
Roomba.
clear blue out there. And you would also notice, like Adam still looks pristine. Like this cleaning hasn't gotten on him somehow. Ike, I would like for you to roll me one of those checks again, please.
Yes. Adam's become a cleaning lunatic.
Ike, you are realizing that for you and Harlow to clean this room, it's going to take about an hour to 2 hours, maybe, to like get the garbage out of the room. Not even start deep cleaning it. It's just
Harlow,
full of detritus.
You seen what the Roomba just did outside? I mean, Adam. Maybe we should leave this room to him.
You just called me the Roomba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Finally, Hard Deck is getting into cleaning mode. not good enough, but he's doing all right. Good job, Hard Deck.
This main room is horrible.
Harlow, Ike offered you a solution of
What is the solution? Take anything.
Ike.
We have Adam come in here and clean it. I mean, look what he's done to just the outside of the pool since in this last 20 minutes.
Okay.
Fine.
Adam.
Can I, for the sake of timing, can I walk into the room at that point?
Yeah, as like where you're at right now, that is a door to the outside, so you can go through there.
Right. Okay.
As you
So-
enter, like as you're done cleaning the pool, and you like maybe like using thermal vision would see that there are 3 life signs inside. 2 of them are pretty close together. You go into the next room, and again, you would also see just not mountains, but like piles of trash everywhere. On the wall back here, there is some spray painted like graffiti, like "fuck you, corpo," and then like some symbols or something. But yeah,
So I kind of want to say up until this point, no one's actually like focused on Adam cleaning, so no one's actually seen what he's been doing. Just that he's been running across the house, basically.
as if he
So-
was on speed and cocaine at the same time.
Yeah, I see that they're inside this messy ass room as I come in, but what they see is not Adam normally in his bipedal form, like walking in, but he's like crab walking into the room with his 2 like vestigial his 2 smaller arms extended with sponges spinning on them. And he's kind of crab walking over the floor, letting his arms make contact to the ground and scrub it clean.
I don't like
Oh
this
my.
anymore.
And then his head like twists at a weird angle to them, and he just goes, "Oh, hello, you 2. Do you need a hand?"
Well, looks like you're doing a good job. Yeah, we could definitely use a hand in here.
I am in full surface cleaning mode.
Well, that's a new
And he
mode.
takes
I
a
didn't
few
know you had.
he takes a few unsettling steps towards you, crab walk steps towards you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go all out on the room.
You guys think of this as labor, but this is an outright vacation. That's an at 20.
This room was a labor violation.
But at 20 for what? For cleaning the room?
I mean, I just rolled the clean more because I guess this is what we're doing tonight.
Wow.
You both watch as Adam like sponge hands like fold in and like normal hands fold out, and he just begins like scoop, like grabbing all this garbage and putting them into bags and like just throwing them against the back wall, but perfectly. So they just like they hit the back wall, they don't rupture, they just fall to the floor in like a giant like pyramid pile as he just goes about the room. He's making it look easy.
God damn.
As Adam's arms are flying and doing work, his head seems to turn back to you guys almost as like his head isn't aware that he's doing all of this. And just asks, "So what are you 2 up to?"
Well, I was cleaning this room initially.
Found any interesting things? Hard Deck must have hidden something here.
You know, I could take a quick peek around if Owl let me roll an investigation.
Go ahead.
I rolled a nat 1.
Damn.
Even though he is still cleaning as he's talking to you, you aren't seeing shit, my guy. Like, it still looks like everywhere he's clean is clean, yes, but he's been mostly focusing around the cooking center right over there. It's still like, as you're trying to peer for like what could be here, you just see garbage. Who would live in a pigsty like this?
I can go and check other rooms that I haven't taken the garbage out of yet.
I feel as though there was a reason he wanted to do the cleaning alone. There might be something here.
Well, if there is, I don't see anything.
Let me go check.
You also sound a bit drunk. Are you overwhelmed?
Going back to the front and then up the stairs, you would see a bedroom with a chair in it. This doesn't look nearly as bad as the other rooms that you've seen so far. Until you look behind you at the wall, and you would realize that while there is a wardrobe there with a mirror on top of it, on the mirror, again, spray painted, just says Corporal Rats. And like other graffiti, more of the like weird symbols. It doesn't look as much of a pigsty up here, but it's still like kind of in ruins. The chair is kind of like not torn up, but like there was something on there, and now there's a patch of mold on the chair. The bed sheets are kind of like ruffled up and everywhere. If you want to roll investigation to see what's on the bed sheets, you can, but you don't need to. They're disgusting looking.
I'm kind of scared of this.
I'll do it anyways. Ike, is Ike a virgin?
Yes.
Yes. I like that he goes no, and Harlow's like yes.
Affirmative. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Unlike me, Chad Harlow, who can't clean, Ike is a super virgin. Ike, you know exactly what's on the bed sheets. I don't need to describe it to you in further. I don't want to get this video demonetized in the future. But yeah, the bed sheets are drenched in quote unquote love.
To move the bed, the whole bed. I'm not even gonna touch the sheets.
With that investigation check, you would notice that the bed is actually a magnetic bed, so it's not on the floor, it's hovering above the floor. So if you move it, it might not be held by the magnet. You don't see like a magnet plate on the ceiling, so you don't know exactly where the magnets are, but you would know that magnet beds like this usually have fixed magnets, so they can't move super easily.
Okay.
Would you still like to move it?
I don't know. I feel like there's something underneath. Can I see like any?
You can like
underneath there that
the bed.
Want to actually move it for?
The bed can hover at varying height, so you can have it so you can hop onto it and like set it to like float 3 feet above the ground. But right now it's like barely. No, well, I mean, if you want to be on it, yes, but there are buttons on the side that you can press to like adjust how high it is. Right now it's about 6 inches off the floor.
I would like to press the button and raise it up.
Okay. How high do you want to raise it up? Just to like.
What's its max height?
I'll say with that investigation check still. There's the last thing I'll give you because of that investee. With that investigation check, you would know that usually these beds can go up to about 5 feet. So half of like in the middle of this room. But like 5 feet is usually the max that it will go up.
I'd like to set it to 4.
Okay. 4 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see a lot underneath the bed at first. Roll me an investigation check again, please. You realize that there is a bit of blood underneath the bed. Like, it's not a giant pool of it, but like someone was like probably cut themselves on accident or something in here. But there's a little bit of blood on the floor. It seems to have soaked into the floorboards itself. But other than that, there's nothing else underneath the bed.
All right, I'd like to keep poking around the room. Maybe move the chair. Check the walls.
Yeah, the chair smells really bad. Give me one more investigation check. What are you looking for specifically? Just like secret hiding places or something like that?
Like secret hiding place or any kind of
Another
any
8.
kind of
Oh my
thing
goodness.
that might do something.
Roll me one more.
Can I
Roll me
reroll
one.
that?
You do have your inspiration. You can re-roll it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least it's different and it's not an 8 again. Looking around, you don't see any obvious places where there could be a hidey hole. Like the back behind the dresser here. I mean, back behind the chair on the dresser there. Like the middle cabinet, like there's drawers on the sides of this dresser, and in the middle there's like an opening cabinet area. In there, you see a bunch of discarded clothes and stuff like that, but you don't see anything that would call out like secret hiding place.
Okay, I'd like to just throw those clothes in the trash bag.
Okay. Also, with that investigation check, you would figure out that if you were to just do a really quick clean of this area, like get rid of the old pillows, the old bed sheets, and all of that stuff, it would probably take you like 10-20 minutes max.
Yeah, we'll do that after I put some gloves on.
Yeah, you might want to double glove it.
At
This
least
is
one layer.
this
after
is
what
a
I
hefty
saw.
this is a hefty job.
Hefty.
Yeah,
Whip,
whippy,
whip,
whippy,
whippy.
whippy. Yeah. Back downstairs. Harlow, are you just gonna watch? Are you just gonna watch the cleaning maestro go about his work?
I'm going to admire him going at his work.
All right,
Let's get it right.
Adam, you can roll me another whatever check to commence the main room cleaning. Also, Harlow, give me a perception check, please.
Will do. $12.
Oh, that said 19 for a second, and I thought that was your check, and I'm like, you're wrong. Harlow, while Adam gets to work, and Adam, you would realize this room is going to take you, even you, at max cleaning efficiency, it's still going to take you a good hour to clean this entire room. Harlow, as you begin watching Adam get to work, oh my goodness, this fucking shit. As you begin watching Adam get to work, you are enraptured, I should say, as the sun begins to rise. Like, it's always not daylight, but it's always like not dark on this planet. But as the sun, like the main sun, begins to rise over the horizon, it comes through this bay window, and you just see the beauty of like a sunrise from higher up than street level. It's amazing. You couldn't put into words how like beautiful this moment is, but you're like stunned. You also, jizz in your pants.
Jizz in your pants.
I'm glad you got it. Yes. After what the fuck was that?
I didn't
Um,
know I was muted.
what?
I didn't know I was muted.
Was there
I?
something you were saying? Yeah, I didn't hear anything from you.
Oh, yeah, nothing. I was just laughing at the when I started doing the lines on the map again.
Oh,
Sorry.
you like as you're cleaning. After about 30 minutes, you're finishing your room as you see as you would see hard deck coming out of the bathroom, and behind him you see it like deep cleaned. It looks immaculate in there, and you see him carrying 3 garbage bags, 2 in one hand, and like kind of tilting to his right side with his right hand carrying 2 bags. But it looks super clean behind him. Adam, halfway through your cleaning job, as you're getting around to the kitchen, the kitchenette area, I should say, you would see Harlow just staring out at the horizon, out of the bay window, I should say.
Are you doing okay, Harlow?
Harlow, what?
Or Hard? Do you say Harlow or Hard Deck?
Oh,
What were you saying about me? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh my goodness! You were staring out the window.
stop
You were
playing
doing
Genshin.
what you were perfectly in character, actually.
Yep. I was staring out the window, not paying attention with my
Harlow,
12
you've been
perception.
staring outside. You wouldn't realize this, but you've been staring outside for 30 minutes. In the meantime, Adam has begun cleaning the bay window side and the back area over here. He's been cleaning that
Is
entire
light-
area. As he begins
Is
moving
light
to the
actually
kitchen,
filtering in?
yeah, like I said, you are now witnessing sunrise. But Adam ask you, Adam,
Are you doing all right, Harlow?
Yeah, sorry. For some reason, I just don't feel so perceptive today. How long have I been staring out this window?
30 minutes.
Maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, I don't feel as bad then. I don't
I mean,
feel
if it was
quite
like
as
30
bad.
minutes, I'd
I
feel
just
pretty
feel-
bad about that.
if it was like 30, I'd feel terrible, like I was having like
I-
a small dementia episode or something.
I do have to say that I was focusing on my primary tasks, however. I was not closely monitoring you.
Yeah, it's looking very good, very good.
No, but you, my friend,
As he's
are not.
As he says, it's looking very good. Like he's rubbing his finger against the windowsills and looking at the dust he's picked up. And yes, very good. Yes, very.
Harlow kind of just like sighs and goes, "Well, I've been looking for this Dr. Romani character, and I have a bunch of her research notes, and a lot of it doesn't make any sense to me."
I feel like I'm watching an anime
And
where the character in the middle of a fight scene goes, "You don't understand. Let me tell you my backstory."
And I keep getting lost in thought, thinking about how
Sudden
what I could be
exposition
missing.
flashback.
Yeah. It all started 20 years ago when I was first born.
It all started a long time ago.
Well,
In a galaxy,
what
in a galaxy far, far
specifically
away.
about these notes? What specifically about these notes is vexing you, though?
I'm well. My headset literally unjacked for a second. Can you? What was that?
What specifically about the notes is confusing you, though? Is making you anxious? I didn't go through them.
It's just that there are things that I understand, but like I understand all the words, but the way they're strung together is confusing to me. This is someone who used to work with some family of mine on some more scientific endeavors. And unfortunately, I was gonna contract her to get some equipment, but she just went missing all of a
Oh.
sudden. And when I went to go check in with her in her office, it looked as if no one had been there for weeks. So
Oh,
I'm in a bit of a spot of worry, it seems.
were no leads of where she went either?
All I have is her notes. Like I said, I'm having problems interpreting them.
Well, s- uh, just as a thought, what is um say read out one of the things you're having trouble interpreting.
Uh,
Maybe you need another perspective.
Al, help me out.
Haha, Al.
Al, help me out.
The main problem you're having is you don't understand where the power consumption would be, how she would be able to get enough power to open an ethereal portal. All the calculations seem correct in your mind, at least, but every time you
It just
try
would
to
require
piece,
just an astronomical amount of
yeah,
power.
like you don't understand where that kind of power would be able to come from unless like she was directly getting feed, like she took a power station for herself.
Yeah.
On top of that, every time that you have the notes all compiled together and like you're writing the formula out or you're trying to piece it together in your mind, like you go a bit insane, if I were to put it.
Yeah.
And then like
Yeah, so
you realize that you're
I
lost and you recalculate everything again. And every time you get to that conclusion, like it just starts to fuck with your mind.
I kind of take out like one of the sheets that kind of explains like the
Do you
power
just
consumption.
carry around all of her notebooks in your back
No,
pocket? You're
no,
like,
no.
let me take out my lore for you really quickly.
No, but I imagine I've been like taking pictures and stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. You show them the
Yeah.
pictures on your phone.
Show them some of the pictures, and I go like, the power consumption is just off the charts. There's no way she would have had access to this amount of power. And even if she did, I don't quite understand what the actual end result would be.
Adam,
Well,
the pictures all look like a madman is trying to show you like their conspiracy theory makes sense. They're just trying to figure out how they're getting it done. Like, it looks a bit crazy.
oh,
Just a little bit.
oh, my dear friend Harlow. It seems you are troubled by these notes.
Let's take you to the hospital in a padded room.
Would oh, 1 second.
Like, how do I tell you that this probably wouldn't work?
Sorry. Well, I am having trouble parsing these notes you've had. It seems, my friend, as though you start an equation and it's almost as though you forget what equation you're writing for halfway through. This is very odd. And does this doctor have any attachments to any AI?
Potentially.
Because while she may not have access to that amount of power, there are quite a few AI that would.
She does work for Heimer Robotics. So there is potential that they might have an AI somewhere on site that she could have been drawing some kind of
Adam?
that amount of power.
Heimer Robotics. Yeah, would I know anything about them?
Go ahead and roll me a history check for that. I'm also
Yes,
going to have you roll me a different history check to see if you remember anything about like that relates to these notes. You see, like you see the words like the Aether and Portal appear. So roll a history for Heimer Robotics as well as for those words specifically.
17 for Heimer Robotics. And a 19 for the notes.
So the way that noble houses work is like noble houses are usually like a strict bloodline. They are like they can trace their lineage back to ancient lords from like forgotten days, kind of.
Right. Very
Heimer,
very held tight.
but sometimes those companies, like companies tied with noble families, if they don't meet quota or if they're starting to go from like purely research to advance the science to starting to do military applications, they might lose favor with noble houses. Heimer Robotics used to work for House Gustav, but they fell out once they started to militarize. They started to use their designs for like advanced robotic chassis. Once they started to diverge into more militaristic applications, House Gustav, which is purely like they don't have a standing army, they have militia that they can conscript on each planet, but they don't have like an actual naval fleet and stuff like that. Heimer Robotics House Gustav is very like, I don't want to say pacifistic, but they don't believe in martial force until it is absolutely necessary. Like boots on the ground, now they're calling in the reinforcements. You would know that actually House Gustav is not a house to be messed with. Even though they don't have a naval fleet, they have orbital stations around a few of their planets, and their militias that they do train are actually like very well trained in guerrilla warfare. No one's ever been able to beat House Gustav in like a house fight. Noble houses will occasionally.
House Gustav is all about rule by force. Then
no, they are actually they are more so like, we prefer pacifism. Don't force our hand because no one's beat us yet. Kind of. They lord that over all of the other noble houses, but they are purely scientific based houses. Like all the companies that are directly tied with House Gustav are always producing research that advances a field of like plasma propulsion or better AI or better design, better manufacturing, stuff like that. As soon as they get a whiff that you're starting to use or sell those to like industrial companies or military companies, they will drop you like a stone into a lake. Heimer Robotics very much started manufacturing their own robots for war, and House Gustav just said, nope, you can't be on our planets anymore. And that's when they set up their headquarters in House Roosevelt space, but still kept the name.
Okay, so Heimer Robotics. Oh,
they're very. You would know. Okay. That's the most that you know. That happened like a century ago. In recent times, they've become very, very like invested in the war against the United Earth Federation. So they have been pumping out mass quantities of robots for the war effort that might be coming up soon.
You know, for flavor, some of my combat upgrades are actually Heimer Robotics.
Yeah, like you might not have realized it, but as you're like, oh yeah, I do know this name. Oh wait, I have like an implant from them, or like they were like if it wasn't made by them, probably the designs for it were made by them and then sold to a different company.
Okay. I got you.
As for your history check on the Ether, you do know that there have been many theories about how to produce portals to the Ether. One of them was to have a twin-linked plasma drive and have both of them activate at the same time to initiate a hyper jump. And doing so, theoretically, would be able to produce a portal that would let you like shoot through it instead of going to normal hyperspace. But no one's ever confirmed that that's actually happened. and then that science just kind of dropped off the map. Every time that Aether research has begun, usually it's either dropped or it's kind of hushed away. But you wouldn't know that like a lot of companies and a lot of houses have looked into it at least at one point or another. It seems to be a fascinating object for almost everyone.
Okay.
The potential is limitless.
So, Adam will contemplate for a minute after hearing out Harlow, and then,
I would say this. Thanks to how old your chassis is, you might not recall it right off the top of your head, but like thinking about it and searching like all your files over the years, anytime it's come up in the news, it's been a giant news story. But the ideas of what they would find on the other side of the quote unquote portals to the Aether are like, there might be infinite resources or like limitless designs or like ancient relics from ages past that could be there. Like the idea of what is behind there is unknown.
right.
But every time it's popped up, different people have said different things about, oh, well, we think that on the other side of the ether, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. It's all theoretical. Like,
Yeah.
pretty much strictly right now.
Yeah.
So, Harlow, have you checked in with this robotic company?
I went to one of their buildings and managed to gain access to Romani's office. That's how I got these.
I think we may have to return, but instead of gaining access to her files, we might need Chowdinius's help to gain access to their AI.
And actually get a deep dive into all their records.
Well, I don't know if any of us have the capability to extract data from an entity like that, but I have, let's say, conversed with AIs recently.
Interesting.
I have a feeling that I could pull some information through conversation.
You know what? I'm willing to give it a try. Because honestly, I'm at my wit's end with this so far.
I have a feeling that your Dr. Romani is alive, though she has both breached on something of incredible weight, and her parent company is taking full advantage of that discovery. That is my assumption, at least.
Once we're done with this heist, we shall. Huh?
No, keep going.
Once we're done with this heist, we'll try to get Chowden in on it and see what we can get done.
Yes, I think. Wait, Heimler? Is it Heimler?
No, Heimer.
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 Heimer. I don't know why I keep calling Heimler. But I
Oh yes,
believe
my
that-
favorite company, Himmler Robotics. Heimlich Robotics. They make the best maneuvers.
I feel as though Heimer Robotics is trying to gain favor in an old acquaintance, an old backer, as they fell out of favor long ago. Interdimensional travel may be a great way to gain favor.
I can definitely see the appeal.
As you two continue, Ike, upstairs, you finally finish cleaning up the room. It looks, other than like the blood spill on the ground that you try to clean out, but you know, it's like deep rooted in there. It's going to take like Not only steam cleaning, but like bleaching the hell out of it. You're gonna need industrial solvents to clean that shit.
You're gonna
Everything
need
else
stainless
looks pretty
steel.
clean. Like even the paint on the mirror and above the wall, you have cleaned that off as well. Like I said earlier, as you're like walking out of the room, you would see Hard Deck coming out of the bathroom with like 3 garbage bags full of trash. And he just looks at you and gives you a nod like, we good?
I
I
nod
think-
back and tell him all good except for a little blood, saying that I couldn't get out.
Oh, I'll pull. Let me see. We're doing this favor for my brother. I think I might be able to pull some strings and get their cleaning company in here at least. They're usually pretty good about cleaning up hard to clean spill.
Let's see. Well, it only leaves a couple more rooms and just a very big deep clean.
Just a hard to clean wine stain over here.
Yeah,
Did you find anything interesting in there?
I mean, if you want some lipstick, they're in the trash
No.
bags if you want to fish for them, but otherwise, no, not really. There's some.
Is that what you find interesting now? Is lipstick?
He looks at you. I can rock lipstick. Trust me. I used to do some espionage work, and my covers weren't always male.
I would just hang my head, just hang it and start shaking it as I just walked out.
As you begin walking off, shaking your head, he like begins actually like chuckling out loud as you hear him like carrying these like the jingling of these bags as he's bringing them down the stairs. Well, with that done, at least, you want to order some food while we wait for garbage to come pick up the rest of this mess? And you would just see him like kick open the door, like kick his foot out, wave it in front of the door, and the door would like swing open automatically. And he just starts tossing these bags onto the gravel out there where there's a pile of bags already.
Yeah, food sounds good. What did you have in mind?
I mean, it's been 3 hours since breakfast, and I'm still a little full, but I don't know.
Pizza rolls.
You fucker. I was gonna say pizza. I mean, I know that there's a high class there's a few high class restaurants that cater to this building specifically. I could call one of those up. What are you feeling? Chow mein, tacos?
Well, I mean, if you're not that hungry, normally Chinese food is a good filler for not being that hungry. Let's go with some chow mein.
Got it. I'll ask out the other people. There should be another room underneath that one. If you go to where the stairs are and press your hand against the back wall, a secret compartment should open up and you should be able to walk into that room. Underneath it, I mean. There should be another bedroom in there.
Kind of like where I am.
Yeah, exactly where the bedroom up top is, there's another bedroom almost identical to it on the bottom floor. From there, you can see out to the living room. Harlow and Adam, you wouldn't be able to see in. It looks like there's a mirror, like a length of mirror back there. But yeah, Ike, as you go in the room, you would be able to see Harlow and Adam outside in the living room talking. But yeah, it looks exactly the same. Except this one isn't stained. It seems like maybe it wasn't used. There's like the bed sheets, sure, they aren't military standard made. But other than that, like this room looks pretty clean. You can roll investigation to see if you spot any dirt though.
Or anything else.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't see shit.
I mean, like the chair's a bit like it looks like it hasn't been used in a long while. There's a like thin layer of dust on everything. So it could use a dusting, but other than that, not really.
I'd send a text in the group chat, just like, I see you guys, but you can't see me.
Well, you wouldn't know if
What?
they were able to see you or not.
I would just assume that they weren't like, oh hey.
Yeah, they weren't like actively like, oh hey, it's Ike, let's wave. Adam and Ike, you both get a text messages that says, I mean, Adam and Harlow. Oh my goodness, no, Coffee, why are you doing this? You would both receive a text message that says, I can see you, but you can't see me. And then it would have a gif of John Cena, but a robot version of John Cena doing the you
back.
can't see me.
I text back, "Are you high?"
No, Chowdinius is not around. I wish.
You actually get a text back from Chowdinius that says always.
Always.
Oh,
I'd
Fair
send
enough.
back. I'd send back. Do you actually not see me?
You're not in the room. Quit fucking
I'm
around.
looking at you two clear as day.
What are you behind a
Where-
window or something?
Is he easily visible?
no, you guys can't see him. Like looking around,
I go.
you don't see him outside. You don't see him like in the room with you.
No.
Up top, you do see like a glass window, but even through the up top glass windows, you don't see him there.
Well, wherever you are, it's a secret place.
Do you guys want to come see it? I'm sure there's someone that could find something in here, maybe. Or is this a secret viewing room? I don't know.
Wait, are you in a room or are you in this room?
I am in a room
Everywhere.
and I can see both of you.
I am concerned.
Show us where it is. Show me where it is.
Come
Show me
by
the money.
stairs. There's a secret door that you push open before you walk up the stairs.
Bang, bang. No, well, I just went through the wall.
I'd
Bang.
How
open
dare
up.
you.
I'd open
Bang.
up the. I'd hold
Bang.
open the door.
Adam,
Bang,
as
bang, bang, bang.
Adam and Harlow, you would both see as your. Oh my goodness, what are you?
Where did
What
I
are you
go?
doing?
Oh, there.
You were all looking for it.
As Adam, as you leave the room, and Harlow, you would see Hard Deck come in and then like push his hand against a wall as the keypad comes out, and then he would just type a long sequence of numbers into it.
What's that?
Office area.
Interesting.
And then you would just, as he presses the final digit, you see him like take his hand off the wall, and you just see the keypad sink back into the wall, and as a door opens right next to him. Just clean up, don't worry. As he goes inside.
All right, I'll pretend to not be concerned for now.
I gotta clean that. I gotta clean that room though.
Why do you think he's cleaning it? Let's see if he's actually cleaning it, though. Maybe he's kind of cleaning it.
He's just kind of just taking a rag over everything.
Yeah, he's just lightly dusting everything. Ike, I'm assuming that you showed them the secret door to the bottom bedroom.
Yeah, I kind of pop it open for Adam so that he can actually see where I am, as I knew he'd get confused finding it.
Adam,
Am I
as he
in the right
does,
place?
like the door opens and you would see like this bedroom. It is very spacious in here, I should say. And then again, you would see out of the corner of your eyes, like this dark tinted glass, and then on the other side, Harlow is just still in the living room.
I'm following.
Yeah, where is it? Is it this room?
No,
Or oh,
this room.
is
There's a
okay. I'm
top
in the right
room
spot.
and a bottom room, and they both have the same layout.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I told you I could see you, but you couldn't see me.
Okay, Harlow, I'm
Strange.
moving your token over there.
Okay, that's fair.
You don't see Harlow in the other room anymore.
Spooky.
I think we have to ask our. I think we have to. Should we ask him what this room is for?
Obviously, it's for spying.
It looks like a bedroom.
It looks like the bedroom upstairs almost identical, but if you guys couldn't see me through that glass, there's got to be some reason for that. So
Yeah.
we could ask him.
Well, it's a bedroom, but it's not really even like obvious either. It might be a bug out room.
That I couldn't believe.
Haven't heard that in ages.
The safe room.
It's a safe space.
So you guys just looking at the room for a while?
Yeah, actually, can I roll an investigation check to kind of check around what's in the room?
Yeah, is there
Yeah.
anything Snoop worthy?
Go ahead and make an
Let's
investigation check.
18.
His is better
18.
than mine.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really see anything that seems out of the ordinary. Whereas upstairs, this bookcase is right where it is. Downstairs, it's actually right next to the stairs. So it's this square and this square.
Wait. Oh, no. Why? Sorry, I had to reload.
How dare you?
Here and here.
So upstairs, it's these two. It's these two. These two. Downstairs, it's. Give me a second. Downstairs, it's actually these two, where the bookcase is. Not bookcase. Where the dresser is. And again, like the upstairs one, it has drawers on each side, and then the middle is like a cabinet that can open up.
Anything in it?
As you open up the cabinet, you would actually see that there is a bunch of controls in here, like temperature control, AC. There's like a enable AV parking strip for the outside, and then there's pool controls, and like general like turn the electricity on, turn the gas on, turn the water on kind of things.
Interesting. I guess this must be basically the brain of the place. It's the house controls.
The house always controls.
Hey, Hardnick, how much you charge for this place a month?
Do you ask him from where you are?
No, I text him.
He would text back. The last tenants were paying 5,000 credits per person.
Wait, so you charge per person, or do you just charge a total?
Per person. He would text back.
5K per person. I
Is
could
that
afford
monthly or weekly?
That is monthly.
that. I could afford that. Sign a lease if you got it.
Why? He was gonna let us live here for free.
Was he?
He was going to take it out of. He was going to take a portion out of your pay when you did jobs for him. But yeah.
Okay. But yeah, this is our new place. And it was a shit sty. Okay. Well, hopefully we treat it a little bit better.
You get a text back that just says, if you live here, it better be taken care of. I will charge extra for the cleaning people.
Don't you worry about that.
You then get a final text from him that just says, what kind of Asian food do you like?
Vietnamese.
It says Hardek is typing and then ... Fuck.
Ellipses.
Do you say ... ellipses?
No, is ellipses.
Yeah, I know that.
No, I don't say that.
Good.
But no, all right. But I know what's going on now. How many rooms are in this place?
There's the bedroom down here, the bedroom upstairs, the bathroom upstairs, the pool, the dining room, and then the office where hard deck is, and the quote-unquote living room and kitchen area.
Interesting. Well, it sure is a hell of a lot nicer than my apartment.
You also get a text reminding you that rent is due next week.
We're not even living here a month.
No, not from him. From your apartment block, you get a text saying, hey, don't forget, your rent of 1,000 credits is due next week.
What if I cut my lease off right here?
Do you actually text that to the automated service?
Yes.
You get a this was sent from an automated response. Please call our number for customer service.
I'll work out the details later, but if I'm gonna live here, fuck my whole apartment.
Is there anything else that you guys want to do? Since you're not cleaning, since you're not wiping the dust down. Also, you would all know that inside this room, it is quite dusty. Like, Ike was in here earlier, and you can see where he walked just because of footprints in, like, the dust-ridden area. The dust-ridden floor.
Yummy.
Someone
Adam's
roll...
still in cleaning mode.
I was about to say, someone go ahead and roll.
Roll what?
Performance, athletics, or survival. Since I already investigated all of the whatchamacallit. All of the dust.
Nine.
Adam? Adam just T-poses over the both of you as you clean, and he goes, yes, my pets, do my cleaning. Beep boop.
Shut the hell.
Well, you're doing another cleaning roll?
Yeah, because
Oh.
this room is quite dusty.
You can see my
Alright.
footprints.
Alright,
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
Adam again has no issues. 21.
God damn.
21.
You both are like, Ike and Harlow get to work like dusting the windowsills and like making sure that the windows are polished from this side, and then behind you as the camera's facing you is just Adam, like almost like a buffering machine, just every surface he touches like just looks immaculately polished as soon as he's done with it. By the time Ike gets done like cleaning off the dresser, and Harlow gets done with the windows on one side, like Adam has finished all the other stuff. I'll say in total, with all of those, it takes you guys about 5 to 10 minutes to clean this room. And then you would all hear ding dong, looking out the window that looks outside. You would see an AV parked there that has like a restaurant name, and you would see like a menu on the side of the AV, but you would not see anyone. You can't see the door from that window, I'll say.
Oh, that must be the food that Hard Deck was ordering.
Who doth approaches the door first?
I suppose Ike will.
Do you open the door, or do you like look through the peephole, or what are you doing?
Nah, I just opened the door.
You see what looks to be like a college-age kid, very skinny white guy. He almost reminds you of your younger days, like when you were a teenager, holding like this giant bag, and he just, Mr. Keimler?
He's inside.
He's in the other room right now, but yeah, this is the right place.
All right, I've got 4 vegetable chow mains, 1 pork fried rice, 1 shrimp fried rice, and 2 sides of rice as well. And then I got the General Tso's chicken in there as well. There you guys go. We're billing to the address, correct?
Yep.
Perfect. And you just see him walk back, get into the AV, and you just see it take off.
I'm gonna take the food to the eating room.
As you,
Not
as you're
completely clean, but cleaned enough.
Oh, oops. How do I undo? Oh no.
Technical difficulties.
Oh no. Delete. There we go. As you do, you would see Hard Deck walking up, and as he sees you like carrying this giant bag of food. When I say bag, think of like, you know those like the Uber Eats like delivery bag, like the huge ones that they keep the hot food in. It's one of those. It's just absolutely stuffed, full of like boxes. And as he sees you, like he's rubbing his hands together, he's like, "Ooh, food's here." Thankfully. As he follows you in.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of food here. I'd start taking it out of the bag.
Oh yeah, start digging the hell in.
Are you guys just eating straight from the delivery boxes, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't check for any plates or anything, but...
Adam, as the flesh bags are eating, what are you going to do?
I'm just gonna keep cleaning.
Where do you want to clean next?
By this point, the entire house is my domain.
Make me an investigation check, please.
The flesh bags are gonna get tired any moment now anyway, so it's gonna be me cleaning.
Yes, after we eat our food, it's going to be nap time.
Yep. 16.
You would realize that although the interior is mostly clean as far as you know, except for like a deep clean, which would need like multiple hours of work, the only place is the outside deck area on the top floor. There is a right here. There is like a patio level, a balcony level, I should say. That needs to be cleaned, and then outside, although you clean the pool area, there's still a lot of the white marble outside that needs to be cleaned. And then other than that, it would be like the shrubs need to be like properly cut and all that. But that's for another day.
Yeah. That'll be hobby time when
Yeah.
Adam's bored.
Adam makes everyone's face out of one of the shrubs.
Yeah, just a full, like, not even just the face. He makes
Oh, it's
full
the Chaldinius
what
shrub.
size replica.
Snip, snip.
I guess I'll clean the balcony first. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me one more cleaning skill to see how long it will take you to clean out the entire outside.
Yeah. Let's do it. Wait for my computer to. Dang, my first low roll 10.
It's going to take you about an hour to clean. It will take you about 30 minutes to clean the balcony, and it's going to take you another hour to clean the marble outside.
So I'll basically be done when they're done with their nap.
Yeah, once they're done with like their after eating like break, then you'll be done with the cleaning.
Cool.
As you're cleaning the balcony, you would also see the garbage truck, like the garbage AV, like pulling by, and then two of the guys hop out and begin throwing garbage into this giant like. Whereas the delivery AV looked more like a compact, and hard decks AV looks more of a how would I say this? Like it looks sleek and elegant. This just looks like a cargo container with the grab lift attached to the bottom of it, and like a small cockpit in the front of it.
The pizza delivery guy's look was akin to a Honda hatchback.
Yeah, it was almost like
a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, it was like a Civic hatchback. And Harlow's would be more like, I wouldn't say a Rolls Royce, more like a with like the slope and design, it almost looks Lamborghini, but a lot more smooth. Like there's not all these ridges and cuts everywhere. It's just a smooth concave shape.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
Someone
I
roll
don't have
me
anything else interesting in mind, so.
Someone roll me a 1d100, please. You guys can choose who.
No one else is gonna do it. I've got it ready.
Go ahead.
If you want to go for it.
Bang. 63. It was almost 69.
Dang.
Right.
Ike and Harlow would both see so usually when you guys see Hard Deck's face, he almost always has like a blue holographic screen over, like it looks like he's looking at something almost always over the right side of his face. Most of the cleaning today he hasn't had that up, but as you guys are in the middle of like digging into this giant, like Hard Deck must have gone all out. Like this is when they said like a side of rice, it's like a full, like giant mixing bowl full of rice. There's two of those. There's like giant boxes full of like fried rice. Your chow mein is like an entire wok's full.
You know Adam don't eat, right?
Yes. Think of it as leftovers for me and you guys.
Interesting. Fair enough.
But yeah, in the middle of you guys,
Say no to leftovers.
in the middle of you guys eating, you would see Harlow's like blue holographic screen come down over his face, and he begins looking, and he's like, "Oh, it looks like the plans are in. Good. Let me review this footage really quickly." And you see him just put down his chopsticks and just stare blankly ahead of him. It almost looks like he's staring at the wall in front of you, out through the glass.
Interesting. Is there any way that you could show us this at the same time? Now, don't go choking on that rice.
You would see him
promises.
like wave his hand in front of his wave his left hand in front of his face, and then begin like pointing with the finger and dragging it out and then like moving stuff around. And then he goes, I'd rather wait for Adam to be in here first. But interesting. They aren't running with the full crew in there. No, never mind. Camera footage. For a bank that size, that's not a lot of guards. It's still a hefty number, keep in mind, but not as many as I was expecting, to be frank. Adam, you would get a text from Hard Deck that just says meet in the dining room.
Yep. On my way, sponges down. Finally, we're getting to brass tacks.
You got about halfway through cleaning the marble outside. Like, the part that you have cleaned looks immaculate. It's white marble with inlaid, like, gold seams that seem to be in, like, an Art Deco fashion. But yeah.
Stand up from six-legged Roomba mode in one solid, smooth, spinning motion, and walk to the dining room.
Harlow, if I'm correct, you don't have ocular implants, correct?
No.
Have you ever told Hard Deck this?
No. But I mean, my eyes look pretty normal.
Yeah, so do his, except for, the holographic screen that sometimes is over his face. I mean, actually, that's a good thing. I've never asked about Ike's eyes. Ike's, how are your eyes? Like, you have ocular implants. How are your eyes? Do they look normal human, or do you have them for, like, some ridiculous shade of color?
No, they look like regular human.
Okay, yeah.
I went for the upgraded model so that it, people couldn't tell that I had them.
And Hard Deck would show you his eyes, and he's like, my eyes look normally normal. Now I can change them, and you would see as almost like a screen wipe, his eyes go from like a normal, like bright blue irises. His entire eye begins to like gloss over, and they look like chrome. And he's like, I can change my eyes however I want, but I normally choose the human approach. It's a bit more gentle. And then his eyes change back. But yeah, you see him looking around for a second before he finds like he begins like feeling under the table, and then you would hear like a clunk, and he smiles and he pulls out. Harlow, you would see what looked like holographic projection lenses. Like, instead of going to movie theaters, if you were to ever watch a movie online in 3250, you would put these on, and then it would just be black around a movie screen, and it would look like you're actually in a theater. As he dusts these off and he passes them across the table, and he's like, just take the wire in that, put it into the input jack, and we'll all be there together. Adam, do you want to move yourself to the conference table? Well, you don't have to, actually.
Yeah, I can do that.
Good. As he begins showing you, as you all like jack in, you would all see, like, for a moment, a black screen, and then your vision would be filled with black before finally you would all see like different security cameras. It's obvious that this is like merged together, but different different inputs of video cameras showing the entire locale of the bank. And he goes, so from what I can see, it looks like they patched in the security feed here. I don't know where the cameras are, but it looks like they have cameras in the ceiling as well, so we'll need to be careful of that. Chowdinia should be able to handle that. If not, I can send him a few demons to get rid of that, to at least take them offline temporarily. It looks like we have a few tellers, quite a few guards, and a manager and an executive manager. So, how do you guys want to pull this off?
Oh, goodness.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'd prefer this be not a mass murdering.
You don't want to go into full chaos
What room are we
mode?
trying to get to?
You would see him focus in on this room, and he goes, it looks like this is the vault. Bunch of lock boxes, looks like some old casino chips, and those are hard credits back there. Oh, those are old. They might not be worth a lot, but collector's value might have something on them. Oh, I forgot to add a security unit guy back there.
Hey, do we know which box specifically we're looking for in the vault, or are we just trying to get the vault?
If you remember from last session, you are more or less trying to rob them clean. Anything that and everything that you can grab within, like, reasonable. Like, the more that you get, the bigger of a job it will be for everyone, and the more of an impact it will have. More or less, Aldebrecht would have told you all that, hey, we want them to hurt. We want them to realize that this security, maybe they're not the best up to snuff.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I immediately suggest that we, instead of going through the vault door, we could potentially breach through what looks like this security room here. Because who knows what kind of vault security they have on the doors itself.
This is just security cam footage. We don't have actual blueprints of it yet, so I can't tell what the specifications are on the vault. We might be able to blow a hole through the back wall, but I think going for I'll need to look at the subnet, see if there's anything for vault door access. We might be able to pop that open pretty easily.
I mean, honestly, the easier it is, the more embarrassing it'll be for them.
That is true.
Yes, but too easy and it will look like it's a framed job. We want this to look like... Well, I mean, that's the reason why we're being hired out. We want this to look like an actual heist. Not just a corporate hit.
To be fair, if it looks like it was paid for, that looks even worse than their security teams. It means they can be bought.
True. I'll look on the subnet, see if there's any tools for that door. There might be something. I'll need to get a model number from Aldebrecht's team. The security unit, you might be able to disable him easily. I mean, you could fry his systems with the EMP, or shut his neural link down with a demon. Make him feel like he's still in control, but actually not.
I don't touch any of that Blackwall stuff. That'd be a Chowder question.
Oh, fuck off with the black wall. We eat your ass. That sounded like I'll eat. I meant I'll beat. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll eat your ass, boy. Come here.
No!
Madness. Other than that, there looks like there's a back room there. The main problem is going to be the people. No, I'm not seeing any customers in this security feed, but we don't know how many will be there in person. We might need to stake them out once.
Ooh, we should do a heist on 2 fronts. Right? We don't have any requirements, like, we don't have to go in quiet, do we?
No, we don't.
Not
to.
necessarily.
So we got to have 2 guys actually, like, quote unquote robbing the bank, going in lobby with guns blazing, holding demands and hostages and everything. You know, that'll focus all the guards at lobby, while team 2 breaches a hole in the back of the vault, possibly, and actually does the real heisting. And then once the vault's drained clean, someone help me figure out how we can all escape.
This would be
But
something
I
to
think we pull
include
off.
Chowdinius in, I
Yeah.
believe. But that might be able to work. Problem is we don't have footage of outside, and we don't know how quick the police response team will be for this place. Probably looking at security somewhere off-site, able to get there in a moment's notice, if they were up to snuff. And security guy probably is able to manually lock the vault himself. He's still going to be a decent problem. I might be able to handle him outside, or Chowdinius might be able to handle him on site. That being said, there's a few areas you could possibly breach that wall. There's a few ways you could go at this. You could go at it as customers are looking to open a new account, go into the bathroom, blowing the security wall open, although that would go loud in the end anyways. Or go in, act like you're making a deposit, and then gunpoint, hold the place up. Get the security guys outside done with, and you're looking at a decently easy escape. Maybe.
Yeah, with that going in then holding them at gunpoint, I don't see that becoming an easy escape.
No, we don't want to get held up in any one step for too long.
There's a lot of variables we can't account for yet. I can wait for Aldebrecht to give me specifications on the walls and the fortifications of the vault before we actually try anything proper. I could also make a simulation so you guys could practice it a few times before we actually do the real thing.
Chowdinius is kind of like our keystone in this. He's the one who's going to be interacting with all the data and accessing doors and things without, like, he's probably going to be key for delaying any kind of security response
What
once
the
we
heck
do
was
get on
that?
the radar.
Hmm?
What the heck was what?
My entire room just shook.
Oh,
That's not a good sign.
Give me a second. I'm going to see if we just had an earthquake up here.
yeah.
Earthquakes.
Continue with your planning.
Bringing down the house.
Don't
Honest.
bringing down the house, please.
Honestly, I'm kind of still into the idea of blowing through the security room.
Ah.
One, if we gain access to the security room, we'll basically have control over the bank's major systems.
Magnitude 4.2. That makes sense.
What happened?
Magnitude 4.2 earthquake nearby. Literally
Oh.
just happened.
Is that it? It was just a little rumble.
Yeah, it wasn't super big, but still, you know.
Concerning.
I mean, the fact that I have a, 10-foot tall, whatchamacallit behind me, a freaking...
Like a shelf or something.
No, it's a
Like a
giant,
bookcase thing?
yeah, the bookcase thing. You remember the bookcase thing. I have a
Oh,
10-foot tall
yeah.
bookcase thing right behind me. So if that fell down, That would not have been nice, but hopefully there's nothing else.
Yeah, I hope everything's okay.
Please, no power outage. Please.
That would really suck.
I mean, overall, I think I can get a simulation up and running, so we can run this a few times beforehand, if you want. But I don't see, without proper specifications, I don't see a way for us to actually know how to breach that wall. For all we know, that could be solid steel right there.
Yeah, that is a good point.
And if it's hardened, then we're looking at any class of explosives under S-class being null and void.
So we might have to go in it. We might have to go at it the old-fashioned.
Any chance we can get our hands on a laser cutter?
For the door or the vault wall?
Either way, honestly.
I mean, small grade ones you can get off the black market. Anything bigger and you're looking at trying to pull in some house contacts for that, I might be able to pull something up.
Please do.
Did he lose internet?
No, I did not. I'm still here.
Oh, I was getting concerned for a second.
Oh no. Any other input, or should I get to work on my side of this for now?
Definitely need Chad.
Yeah, I think we're gonna. Oh, sorry.
Definitely think that Chowdini should be here for the planning of it as well to help us more with his knowledge side. But yes,
Yeah.
I think you should get to work on planning it and see if you can't come up with some simulations for us.
You would all watch as the map begins to dissolve, as you would see hard deck winky face has left, and then you would all almost like you're hearing a voice in your head as you are all getting slowly pulled out of this visualization. As you're getting pulled back to reality, oh, there goes gravity. Had to do it. As you're getting pulled back to reality, you would hear the voice kind of become louder until you're seeing hard deck, and you're all back in the room. And he goes, I'll get to work on a few contacts and see what I can pull for laser cutters. Depending on the size of the thickness of the armor, we might be able to take out the wall in the back. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to need Chowdini's. I'll stay here. If you want, I can call a cab for you guys.
Yeah, so laser cutters, we want any kind of explosives? Just in case.
Well, first, I need to see if contacts have anything. If I can get a decently sized laser cutter, that wall will be nothing. Unless I don't see a battleship there, so I think we'll be fine on that front.
If there's a battleship there, we have more pressing issues.
I meant from the camera feed of the alley. That doesn't look that thick of a wall, and it doesn't look like it's layered armor, so we should be fine. But I do have a pirate contact I might be able to get into. I think Cyber's still working with them. I might be able to have something there. I don't know where he and I stand anyways with Cyber. I'll need a list of supplies that you guys want, and then I'll begin working on getting that into a simulation so we can actually have some AI routines handling the quote-unquote NPCs, if you will. Other than that, yeah, it'll just be some back-end stuff. I need a list of supplies from you guys, and then I'll contact Aldebrecht and see what we can get for escape and proper specifications of the vault.
Good. Once we get all that together, I think we will have, even if we'll basically have all the tools at our disposal to be able to get it done.
Indeed. After that, we can make a list and everything else can fall into order.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep. I am into it.
You would see, like, Harddeck looking out the window, and then he looks to you all and goes, "Cab should be here in 5 minutes, it looks like." And then they'll take you back to the bar, and you can handle that. I'll get the cleaning services and finish up the rest of this place. And yeah, we should be good for now. Any other input?
Good. Not at the moment.
I think this is all we can work with until we get the rest of that data. And
Camera cuts to 5 minutes later as a taxi AV, like proper yellow cab taxi color with the checker stripe along the side, opens up. You all get in, and as the door closes, the screen begins to fade to black with the door closing. Executive producer Dick Wolf.
Dick Wolf.
Dick fucking Wolf.